All right, let's talk. If you've ever stared at an SAT question, felt that knot in your stomach, and just randomly bubbled in an answer, hoping for the best, yeah, you're in exactly the right place. We're about to completely transform your entire approach to this test. I know what you're thinking. No guessing? Is that even possible? But this isn't some crazy, impossible challenge. It's a new mindset. We are going to replace random chance with a powerful system, a set of smart, repeatable strategies that put you back in control of your score. Okay, so let's dive in by getting to know the enemy. Blind guessing, it feels like something you have to do, right? A last resort. But here's the truth. It's a trap. It's a bad habit that is actively working against you on test day.
And this right here breaks it down perfectly. When you're blind guessing, your anxiety is through the roof. Because let's face it, you have zero control over your score. You're not learning a single thing from the question. You're just throwing a dart in the dark. Now flip over to strategic thinking. Anxiety is low because you're in the driver's seat. Your control is high and you're actively learning. It's a completely different ballgame.
So you've got to understand this. Guessing isn't just a neutral move. First, it completely drains your mental battery with all that stress and uncertainty. Second, that anxiety just builds and builds, which makes it way harder to focus on the questions you actually know how to do. And third, it gives you absolutely no chance to learn. You don't engage with the problem, you just cross your fingers. And that is not a strategy for improvement. All right, enough about the problem. Let's get to the good stuff, the solution. This is our turning point. This is where we leave all that stress and guessing behind and embrace a totally new mindset. It's time for a smarter way to take this test. And this phrase right here is the whole philosophy. The SAT isn't some big mystery test of how smart you are. It's a standardized exam. It has rules, it has patterns, it has predictable structures. It's a game. And like any game, you can win it. Not with luck, but with a better system. So, how do we build that system? Well, we're going to equip you with a brand new toolkit. I want you to think of these next 4 strategies as power-ups for your brain on test day. Each one is designed to help you tackle a different part of the challenge. So here they are, the 4 big weapons in your new arsenal. First, the all-time classic process of elimination, finding the right answer by killing off the wrong ones. Second, we're going to redefine what an educated guess is, turning it from a long shot into a smart choice. Third, time management, making the clock work for you, not against you. And finally, trap detection, learning to see the tricks before you ever fall for them. Let's break them down. First up, maybe the most powerful tool you have. The mindset shift here is huge. I want you to stop asking which answer is right and start asking which answers are definitely 100% wrong. You basically become a detective, just hunting for flaws in the bad answers. I mean, just think about the math. It's a pure numbers game. On a question with 4 choices, a blind guess is a 25% chance. If you eliminate just one obviously wrong answer, boom, you're already up to a 33% chance. Eliminate 2, and now you've got a 50-50 shot. Every single wrong answer you cross out, you are actively stacking the odds in your favor. Now, I want to be super clear about this. This is not blind guessing, not even close. Educated guessing is what you do after you've used the process of elimination. You've got to narrow down to 2 choices, and one just feels more logical. It fits the evidence better. That's not a guess. That is a strategic decision based on the information you have. It's the calculated final step of a strategist, not some random shot in the dark. Okay, this next one might feel wrong at first, but trust me, it is pure strategy. You have to remember, on the SAT, every question is worth the same number of points. So why on earth would you spend 5 brutal minutes on one super hard problem when you could use that same time to confidently nail 3 easier ones? This isn't about giving up, it's about maximizing your score. Learn to skip, bank those easy points, and only come back to the monster questions if you have time at the end. All right, our final tool is all about building a whole new level of awareness. You have to remember the people who write the SAT are really smart. They design wrong answers on purpose to look correct. We call these trap answers, and your job is to learn how to spot them before you step in them. And here are the red flags you gotta look for. Be super suspicious of answers with absolute words like always or never. Real life is rarely that black and white, and neither are correct SAT answers. Also, be careful with choices that just copy and paste words from the question. They're designed to look familiar, but they often twist the meaning. And finally, watch out for answers that play on common math mistakes or reading misinterpretations. If you can spot the trap, you can avoid it.
So we've got our 4 power-ups. Now what? Let's put them all together into a simple, repeatable framework you can use on any tough question that comes your way. This is your 3-step attack plan. And it really is this simple. Step 1, eliminate anything that is obviously wrong. Just get it off the table. Step 2, hunt for the traps. Look for those absolute words, those familiar phrases designed to trick you. And step 3, make your educated choice. With only the best options left, you use your logic and make the final call. That's it. That's your process for every single question. And that right there, that's the heart of all of this. The SAT isn't just a test of what you know, it's a test of how you think under pressure. A student with a great strategy can often beat a student who knows more but doesn't have a plan. So where does all this lead? What's the end game? Confidence, pure and simple. When you walk into that test with a system, you are no longer a victim of the test. You are in control of your performance, and you are in control of your score. It all boils down to this. You've got a choice between 2 paths. You can see it right here. The path of chance, which leads to anxiety, or the path of strategy, which leads to control. Always, always choose strategy. But look, just knowing these strategies is only step 1. With every single practice test you take, you're not just learning content, you are building the mental habits that will make all of this feel like second nature on test day. That is how you build real, unshakable confidence. So, I'll leave you with this question. As you start on this new path, which one of these power-ups are you going to focus on mastering first? Are you going to become a master of elimination? A professional trap detector? Let me know your choice in the comments below. You've got this. Now go be strategic.